we're back for the latest edition of J Man's Mysteries, and we're covering the Mothman, who first appeared in Point Pleasant, or the Point Pleasant area of West Virginia.
Das Great giant moth humanoid creature.
It did have the biggest red eyes.
There's a 6-foot bird and massive wings.
And I asked her how big the wingspan was. She said about 10 to 12 feet.
Yeah, I feel we're all very familiar. Mothman is one of the more widely known cryptids these days. I think you picture of him as being kind of a humanoid moth with the glowing red eyes and the big wings. That's what people claim they saw in West Virginia, starting back in the 1960s. To me, the description sounds like a giant owl, like a huge gray creature with glowing eyes that like chased their car and screeched at them, or made buzzing noises. A lot of people think it was what they actually saw was a sandhill crane, which is about the size of a human and has a bit of red, on its head, like some red plumage. But these people swear that it was some sort of moth humanoid. And then there was another pretty famous incident where there was a bridge collapse, and then people said they saw the Mothman standing on the bridge before the accident, and they said, "Oh, the Mothman," so that makes him kind of like the Grim Reaper.
It looked like standing like a gargoyle.
Yeah, you're right, like a gargoyle. And I believe there's also a story that the Mothman appeared rather before there was an apartment collapse in Russia, like in the 90s. I think they claim they saw the Mothman. Mothman is kind of brought to prominence, or the national prominence, by the Mothman Prophecies, which I think was a book first in like the 70s. They made a movie about it later with Richard Gere. I never saw it, but I think by that point, they'd already been enough. They've done enough like cryptid TV. When I was your age, Jason, they would show all these TV shows about cryptids on the History Channel. Like in the afternoon, they'd be like, "Hey, we're going in search of Bigfoot or in search of the Mothman." So that's kind of how I got to know about the Mothman. But I don't think there had been very many sightings of the Mothman in recent times. He's not like Bigfoot, where he's like constantly being seen all the time. But he's singing the Batman theme to Mothman, and that's actually what I was looking at the Wikipedia page for Mothman. We do deep research here, and it was saying that they think that because the Batman comics were very popular in the 60s, they thought people maybe they were thinking of Killer Moth, who was a Batman villain. But have you ever seen the Mothman, Jay? No. So I've never seen the Mothman either. But of course, the $1,000,000 question here, Jay, is: do you think Mothman is real?
I don't if you think some of it is real or not, let us.
Yeah, drop a comment below. And also, if you've ever been to the Mothman Festival, this is crazy. I feel like Mothman, he kind of has a dark aura. They say that Mothman led to these accidents or had something to do with these awful accidents. But they have a Mothman Festival in West Virginia now, where I guess you can go and get corn dogs and popcorn and ice cream and hang out with people in Mothman costumes. So I guess they kind of celebrate or embrace Mothman. But if you've been to that festival, let us know. Let us know what it's like. I don't know. It seems interesting. Is Mothman your favorite cryptid?
Yeah.
Yeah?
fair prince.
I understand you don't want to hurt the other cryptids' feelings. They're all great. Yeah, listen, we love all the cryptids. I hope one day we get to the bottom of this mystery, J-Man. Until then, I guess we'll have to just keep watching the skies and the wooded areas.
Don't look, but there's something there beside the car. If I'd rolled my window down, I just could have touched it. And then it jumped on the hood and just sat there and just squatted kind of and looked at us. But it did have the biggest red eyes, and it run right past the car, and it jumped up in the air and just opened up the biggest pretty set of bird wings, because you could see the feathers in it and everything. Just opened them up and just went off in the night like that.